Hello. New game time. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. Actually, I don't know because I'm not allowed to, for some credits. I'm not allowed to like see the, I'm not allowed to have music keep playing while I'm not windowed. Yeah, like what? That makes no sense. Full screen it is. Okay, anyway. Yeah, this is ABI-DOS. ABI-DOS. I assume that's how it's pronounced. It's a game that is a bit like Opus Magnum. You can see here there are a lot of stats that are pretty similar. I played through the first few levels just to see how the game is like, and so far it does feel pretty cool. It is like Opus Magnum, but there's a lot more coding involved. I feel like in this game in particular, there is a like Zachtronics game that is very similar to how this game feels like. But overall it's a lot more Opus Magnum than anything. But alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna start from the very beginning again just to give an idea of how this game is played. Let's start. Let's have a new save slot, right? So we can, yeah, so I can like start from the very beginning. So let's see, we have a guide over here. Alright, so I know how the game works basically, like in the simplest sense, but everything after the 4th level I have not seen yet, so I'm not sure. Right, so how this game actually works is you are given a grid, you're given an input, and you're given an output that you need to produce, basically. So in this case, the input and output are identical. Whatever is inputted, you simply need to output that value. In this grid, basically, is the area in which you do your operations to get the input to become the output. This is where the input comes in. This is where the output is outputted. And you have the ability to draw wires that connect, connect different things. And when playing, you basically have, little pieces of information here. I think I'll go step by step. You have little pieces of information here that have a number and a color. So, I don't know if it says here. Yeah. U bits are mobile blocks with a numerical value and color, and they travel along wires. And in this level, you simply need to travel from the input to the output to get to output a signal. And there you go. That's not it though, because afterwards, you still need to be able to collect the second output, which in this case doesn't actually come out. There is no second output yet. What you will need is this item over here, which I think is written here. Yeah. So this item here is an input C, or whatever that means. Basically, if you read the description, it says that when an object passes this, they will cause a bit to spawn on the input port, basically, and then have this pointer move right. So essentially, when this comes out and passes through this input module, I guess I'm gonna call it that, it basically signals to the initial module to produce the next unit, which is over here, and then after that the pointer pushes next. So now it'll produce a 30, and then it'll point at the 7 that's white, and then it'll produce a white 7, and then it'll produce a D. I don't know what D means, but in this case D is the number 103. They're just white, and they're like different letters that also correspond to different numbers. Oh, okay, I see. No, this is, oh my god, this is like base 126 or something. Yeah, like, okay, D is 4 letters after 99, basically. Yeah, this is base 126? That's so random. But yeah, it just keeps producing over and over again, and, it'll go over and over, and there's a really long list of things you need to do, so you can speed things up, and even then it's not fast enough. There's a speed times 999 button, which, yeah, there's like a lot of things to go. It basically is like a failsafe to make sure your code actually works on every possible case. But yeah, of course there is leaderboards for number of cycles, the number of icons you use, so the number of symbols, the amount of space you use, and so on and so forth. Right now, of course, it's not ideal because I can always make a straight line like this. And this is going to be much, much faster. And it's going to be so much faster, in fact, it's going to hit the best of all three. Yeah, friends. I don't have any friends. Hooray! So yeah, that is actually how it's gonna work. Can I delete? Okay, erase slot and erase score. Okay, cool. Yeah, so slave slot 0 is where everything went. So yeah, that's basically how the game works. Let's go to the other levels and see what happens. Now we have 2 inputs and 1 output. So S0 and S1. So you can see the numbers here actually correspond to the output that you require. So S1 and S0 are the input values. S5 is the output module. And so what the text here is asking us to do is to add, basically. If you notice, 6 and 7 leads to 67, 49 and 7 lead to 56, so and so forth. It's adding addition. This also introduces the concept of merging wires. Basically, when a code moves along a straight line, it meets a dead end, it will turn backwards. It will... I think... Oh, okay. It will also choose to move, I think, towards the right before moving to the left. Yeah. So it will move straight if possible. If not, it'll move right. If not, it'll move left. Which is, I think, how it's stated here. Yeah, it's here. And then finally backwards if necessary. So yes, that actually does come into play at some point in the future, which we'll see. But now we're looking for an addition value. There's no addition module here, but it says here they will merge and add values if they meet at the same tile on the same cycle. Basically, if you have wires that merge like this, they'll do this, they'll merge, and then they'll move. Of course, as you can see from this symbol over here, vertical movements are still prioritized, or like straight movements are prioritized over anything else. And that is actually also something to take note of. The direction moved will always be based on the larger number, so it moves in the direction that the 60 was moving. And the one way to counter this is by having a conveyor, which will transfer everything to the right. So add, it will transfer and move it to the right. And of course, it'll continue. You still need one of these input codes to get the next one to come up. But after this, you can see that this works pretty well. So yeah, it runs through a lot of code, and then once it's done, there you go, hit the best and everything. Yeah, so I'd say that's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, Caesar. Now, let's see. Now we have an idea of what we need to do. This is also addition, but under more specific circumstances. If S0, if the input 0 is greater than input 1, send that result of the sum to input 5. So you can see here 39 and 2, 39 is greater than 2. So sum to 41 and send out the signal. If it's less, if S1 is greater than S0, so if it's the other way around, destroy the result of the recycler, so don't input. So 5 and 74 should add to 79, but that is not outputted here in the output. It is thrown away. And the two values will never have the same value to prevent edge cases. So yeah, now we have to make use of movement mechanics. You can see here that the U-bit resulting from the merging follows the direction with the greater value. So here we can see that 39 has a greater value than 2. So if we were to do something like this, then we'd essentially be following the direction of the 39 and moving down. However, if it were the other way around, so if it were like this, if it were the other way around, the 74 will move forward like that. And that's how you can split up the things into recycles. I'm wondering if I can make these guys even closer to each other to make this like really, really fast. Yes. However, I can't. I do need another one of these. Yeah, I do need another one of these outputs. However, one thing I could do is, instead of having an output on both this and this, which if you try it out, eventually we'll find that it works, but takes up too many symbols. You can see here, it's also really slow. One way to actually change this is have the input be the one to send in a new signal. And this actually is slightly faster. If I could move this around. Yeah. Look at that. It's basically one at a time, which is insane. Oh wait, something's wrong. Hold on. Ah, right. That's because I'm adding the wrong things together. You can see that, of course, this 39 isn't merged with this 2 because they're not the same distance from the meeting point. So, okay, question. What if I instead have this be in the center? Like this. Wow, okay, that works. Nice, that is really, really small. And I'm not too sure if my initial... Yeah, my initial wasn't even that small. What was my initial look like? Yeah, it was much bigger. Of course, you could have made it a lot smaller. And yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. This one is the best score so far. Let's delete S0. We're gonna keep S1 for the best slot. You have so many slots here. I don't even know why you need that many slots. But yeah, okay. Now that we learn about optimizing, next up we have to... Yeah, this is the first challenge. So with the text here, you can see what they want you to do. For each target in the value, I'm gonna actually move to a different save slot so we can start fresh. For each target value in S5, which is, you know, given by this really large plot, output the cumulative sum of values from S0. So essentially, send in the first value, then for the next value, add that to the initial and send that over. Then add the next value to the, you know, the total in the previous step and then send it in, and continue and continue and continue and continue. So you're basically adding the number to the same final over and over and over again. Sending your inputs in. You also have some negative values over here, which is really cool. Yeah, so overall it becomes a very nice plot graph. So in this case, you're going to want duplicators, which will duplicate values. Now, one way to actually do this, took me a while of thinking, but you want to have something here and then you want to have a duplicator basically split it off and then separate it on itself again. I didn't explain it very well, but you want a duplicator to duplicate your total value and add it to the incoming value. So basically this happens, this will come in. Oh, what? Right, the duplicator has a direction which you can change by scrolling. Right now the duplicated value will follow the same value as the initial object's moving direction, so you'll be adding on to it or basically doubling, as you can see, like somewhere in here. It sits somewhere here. Yeah, here. But if it's changed, it will create a duplicate in the opposite direction or in the direction it points at. And this actually works for these as well. So here you actually get an item coming in on this direction instead. And obviously it didn't show up before because before that there was only one direction to go, which is why, you know, the arrow didn't really matter. But we're basically looking at this, which comes out, and this I have to go in and add onto it. And yeah, because this keeps sending in the same value over and over again. But we want to be able to trigger the next input to come out. So what I want to do is have the trigger come in here. You notice that there's also a slight problem in this case because the timings don't match up anymore. The output comes out too fast for the input to add on to it. So you get a very awkward thing going on here. So one way to do it is to delay the input by moving it off by 1. Doing that. Delay is input is delayed by 1, so they merge at the exact same time. And there you go. And this will repeat infinitely to a pretty... yeah, speed 4 is the best way to see it in action. Speed 99 is just to make things go really fast. There you go. I want to see what the other buttons do. Debug, what does that mean? Oh god. Right, so it's showing you step by step what's actually showing up. Okay, understandable. Unit number. This is showing how many things are showing up here at once, maybe? It's possible. There's also a bunch of things here. I haven't actually seen the hint button yet. Let's see what the hint button looks like. Oh, you can. Oh, okay. I like that you have to hold the hint button so you don't actually get spoiled. Okay. Show height pointers, show height all tooltips, challenge mode. That's challenge mode. Not allowed yet. Okay. And miscellaneous. I think these are just extra things that you can take note of if you want to, but you don't have to. Alright, there you go. Is this the fastest possible? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, this is the best possible. Cool. And those are the first 4 levels I did before deciding this game was fun enough to actually record videos on. So yeah, we've hit the best for all of these. Let's move on to the next one. So from here on out, I'm going in blind, basically. Let's see how it goes. Modulator. Okay, oh my. For the big area now. We have... This program combines 2 raw signals to generate a modulated one based on a predetermined formula. Add 5 to S0. Subtract 5 from S1 and double the result. Sum the 2 previous values and output. So okay, add 5 to the input 0. Subtract 5 from input 1 and double, then add and output to S5. Okay, the adder is a writable icon. Its variation is a subtractor. Subtracts x from the u-bits value. I wonder how you can define this. Oh, you can type it in. Nice. Of course you can sum, okay. So we can sum and subtract 5 basically. So we need these guys. What is this? Input A. Spawns a u-bit on input port X with a value and color provided by signal X. Okay, so basically spawns a u-bit on every input port. Okay, interesting. So this is to have inputs come out at like when you like specific inputs. This takes all the inputs at once. Okay, understandable. We have a recycler. We have a duplicator in case we need those, because those are the things we've seen before, and of course a conveyor. Wait, I can use these? I can, wow. Wait, that's really cool. Like, even though it's not recommended, you could use it. Yeah, wow. Okay, I didn't know you could do that. Okay, well, okay, I think we'll just try and solve this puzzle first. So, what are we supposed to be doing again? Add 5 to S0, that's very simple. Add 5. I need to subtract 5 and then double. So I need a duplicator. Alright, that's why I need it. But I basically need two... I need 2 copies of this thing. Which is why I need the specific output of signal 1. I'm not gonna draw the wires yet because I just need to know what things I need before combining them all. So after subtracting 5, I create the next object to subtract 5. Yeah, I don't want it to keep locking in an input from 1 though. Unless I can time it to, you know, work exactly twice as you know, exactly half as fast as input 0. Wait, do I need it? No, I just need a duplicator. I don't need a repeat. I don't know why I thought I needed to repeat the step. I just duplicate the result. Okay, so didn't mean to do that. So I need this to duplicate and then sum like this, basically. Right? Whoa, what? Oh, right, the duplicator has to be in the right direction. Actually, look at that. If we're doubling the result, I realized that, yeah, if the arrow matches that of the original u-bit, it doubles the value without creating a copy. That actually works better for us. So, yeah, this is actually just way better. Okay. Then for this, we add 5, which is very typical. And we sum the values. And of course I want them to take the exact same amount of time. Okay, let's say I want the... Yeah, I need the... I need these guys to actually be adding at the same time. I don't like that it's moving backwards though. Can I change that? Can I make it so that... Yeah, see, because it doesn't matter what direction I go, right? If I made it go this way, it would work at some point, but not always. Okay, let's try it out first, I guess. What's the output? Output? Oh wow, no, it just always works. Well, it always works because so far every time this has been the greater value. Ah, but if this were the greater value, it wouldn't go backwards. It will go right, which is downwards, which works. So this actually works out for us. Okay. Can I shift everything to the center? Oh, I think I can. There you go. Shift. Hey, there you go. Alright. Make things look a lot nicer. So yeah. This setup manages to make it so that in whatever case it will always force the output to move downwards, which is why it works. At speed 4 you can see it work. And everything's right so far, so let's just speed it up. And there you go. Very nice. This is the best. You see a little like green color check mark. If it is the best you can possibly do. Very cool. Okay, we are learning a lot more things about how convenient some of these symbols can be, even though they don't look convenient at first. Next is color test. Alright, so we're finally working with colors now. Oh god, what is this? Color U-bits provided by port 0. Okay. To follow the pixel pattern, natural, which is... Oh, neutral, not natural. Neutral, which is white. Red and magenta. Okay, you can see here that neutral plus any color gives you that color. So neutral plus red will give you red. Red plus blue will give you magenta. Okay, so we're working with red and blue here. Set their values to the pixel value 170 using the definer. U-bits must have a value of 170 to generate a pixel. What? Oh, so this pixel is... all pixels are of value 170 basically. I guess all 169 pixels or 169 U-bits before that refer to some symbol or some value. So a pixel itself is 170, I guess. Port 0 supplies neutral U-bits, so we always start with neutral. You can use a colorizer to color U-bits. Okay. What do I want to do here? Because I need to do it 3 by 3, yes? So I can't just have a single... Do I need duplicators? I think I need duplicators for this. Basically split it into 3 total... Yeah. Okay. Okay. Paints U-bit with specified color, replacing its previous color. So wait, do we need to merge when U-bits collide? Okay. So we have to merge blue and red to basically make blue and red. Okay. What's a neutral U-bit look like? A neutral U-bit of 0. Okay. How do I want to do this? I start by duplicating. I don't need 3, I need 4. But I can create red and then duplicate that red so I can create blue. So I need to start with 3 and then produce 1 more, I would assume, from the duplication of red. So let's say I duplicate first. And convert this to, say, a red color. How do we do this? Can I? Ah, okay, I can scroll to change to what color I want it to be. So this produces red. I need to produce another copy, which will be sent down here. So this red will now be itself copied, I believe. So now it produces one red and another red. This another red has to merge with a blue. So let's say I copy this to be blue and merge it upwards. There you go. Okay, that makes magenta. And of course now I have to basically put everything into the output. And I think this is the fastest way to get them all. Maybe? Yeah, I believe so. Okay, of course, before all of that, let's shift this over. We need to do a few things. We need to set everything to 170 first. And I think I want to start the production of the next item immediately after the first one comes out. So 0, next one comes out, turns into 170. This one goes into the chain, and whoa, becomes a 340, which is wrong. Also, the order needs to be, yeah, we're producing, I think we're producing magentas too fast. We're just producing things too fast. Okay, let's slow things down a bit. Let's look at 1 first. Yeah, it's like I have to make this 170 before. Okay, question. If I put this here instead, what happens to this value? Does it become a 170 or 340? 170. Okay. So, okay, I want the magenta being in the center is a bit weird. It has to be second. Ew. Okay, I probably have to reconfigure this entire thing. But at least I have an idea of what's going on, I guess. Okay. So, okay, duplicate first. Duplicate first. Then duplicate again. And the output goes out here. The first duplication has to be probably a red. No, the first duplication should be a blue. Because I want the second duplication to be the red that is duplicated again. This allows the red to come in before the magenta. Right? Kind of. This one is a bit not right anymore. The timing is not right. But I think I can make this slightly better for us if I had the junction be here instead. Yes. Okay, and this can go here. Right, okay. And of course I can make this way more compact by having this be closer to it. I do want a device to define it as 170 at the very end though. The neutral doesn't have to, because you can see that the neutral actually succeeds. Oh. See, this count? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Well, if it doesn't count, then I guess I'm gonna have to do it. And I want these guys. Oh. How do I... Can I copy? I can. I can do that. Alright, and of course, I'm not sure if I am able to have this start up like instantly. Actually, there might be like a bunch of collisions here. Yeah, there are a bunch of collisions going on. Okay, so it has to be a slightly slower. How much slower does it have to be? Can it be 1 slower? Is that enough to offset it? No. Wait, what's going on again? Red? So white goes in, red goes in. Was it wrong? Can I debug? Can I check? 181? What? How is it what? So the first one goes in at 170, that's right. The second one goes in as 181? They keep going in as 181. Like, it makes no sense. But I see why it's magenta consistently afterwards. Just because... If I made it like that... Oh, it works. Okay. Okay, it works now, I think, because there's no like mixture of pixels like randomly, but the order is wrong because white is going way too fast compared to everything else. So okay, we're having like sort of wait, no, it's correct afterwards. You can see afterwards it's right. Afterwards it corrects itself, so it becomes in the correct order. So it just starts off wrong. Why does it start off wrong? Goes in white, then red, then white. Ah, because this blue is just taking this blue is just taking way too long. So, well, its throughput, which is defined as the rate at which the product eventually comes out to be, is the right throughput. So, like, you know, to infinity, basically. This guy's output speed is going to be the same as everything else. At the very beginning, it is a lot slower. There's a lot of space such that another white can sneak in before this blue comes over and becomes a magenta, which is why it starts off wrong. I don't know if I can like just destroy this offset though. Maybe instead I have to make white move a bit more. If white moves a bit more, they sum, yeah, okay. If white moves a bit more, then they merge, the white and red merge, which is bad. If this, I assume they would also merge. No, the timing is similarly off again. Okay, so no, we don't want that. Is this just really bad timing? Can I fix this? I wonder. Given the current way we're doing things. Because of parity, right? Like, it's really hard to have these guys not collide. It's really hard to have them not collide. Unless I You can't change parity. Unless the very beginning setup already fixes itself. This is like the best I can do at the moment. But of course it's very slightly off. It's almost right. It's just that white moves way too fast. What if there was a huge gap like this? Of course, then... What? Oh, right, hold on. Wait, why is magenta coming first before red? Oh, right, because this red comes a lot later than this. Okay. Isn't that then the exact same problem I had when I tried this instead? Yeah, the exact same problem. Alright, hold on. Alright, this is a continuation of last episode. I haven't played this in like a week because I had to end this, I had to end the recording like before I went for like this, you know, just during the week that I wasn't able to play at all. So yeah, I kind of forgot what we did. We're just starting off from the last week though, but I still remember what the mission was: to obtain a repeating sequence of pixels which have the value 170 and are formed from either these colorizers or the merging of you know, these guys. And I realized what's wrong here, I guess, but I probably want to restart from scratch to just figure this out, right? So what I want to do is okay, this is a duplicator. Okay, duplicator definer defined by 170 to define pixel. Colorizer. Okay, I realize that the duplicator requires 4 total U-bits basically. 1 neutral, 1 red, 1 red and blue. So 4 pixels. Either the duplication twice or duplication of the same U-bit 3 times. I think duplicating twice might be better, and one way I could do it is going to my top process, duplicate first. Okay, so that's a duplication. One duplication will go to neutral, one duplication will go to red, the other duplication, sorry. So one will duplicate into red and blue. Sorry, red and neutral. The other would duplicate into no, okay, hold on. One will duplicate to red and it will stay red. So the colorizer duplicates it as red. It produces a red bit. The other one duplicates it's not blue, it starts off neutral and then one of them becomes blue, which goes into here. So like there's another duplicator which does the same thing. Actually, I think I just set this to go straight. Nope. This one just go down. So yeah, one will go down to form a merge with blue, the other one will go down and form just red. And that's how you get one magenta, one red. So the other one will have to merge, will have to duplicate again. Yeah. And then while they will become neutral, the other one will become blue through a colorizer, which will then merge upwards. Is this correct? Okay, that produces all colors. That was a very weird interaction there. So it turns out magenta and red merge to become magenta. Seems right. Seems to make sense. And obviously I want, you know, I want it to end in order. So how do I want to do this? Maybe, does crossing work? So, oh, they merge. Wait, what? Oh, this goes up straight, right? I don't like that. I could have a conveyor that goes this way. But then they would merge, right? Yeah, and it merges to form one magenta. It turns out magenta also has a higher value than red, which is interesting to me. Okay. How do I do this? I need to make sure red comes in first before magenta, but magenta is here. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Sorry. I'm trying to draw wires. I feel like this would just cause them to still merge in the same... Yeah, they'll still merge. And then it would be bad. Because we need to be white then red then... Yeah, okay. Maybe it's still better if I did it the other way around. Not the other way around, where if I just had the magenta producer be on top. I can't get them to cross each other, obviously. It's so sad that I can't, like, bridge. Doesn't make any sense to me. Also, what are these things? Are these switches? Maybe. Yeah, this is the same problem I had like the previous one where I couldn't route things properly. It's pretty easy to route if I just used up more space. Like if I just did this and then the other one did a longer path like this. Oh, what? No. Hold on. It's too much upwards. Yeah, see, they would do that, but that feels very, very you know. Let's copy that. Let's send an output like, no, let's send an output here. Is it in order? Oh, still wrong order. Yeah, okay. The neutral one is just too efficient. How about here? I think it's still the exact same problem we have. Is it? No, it's not. It's slightly better, I think. It actually works, I think. It's really slow though. Yeah, and there's a pretty obvious reason why it is that slow. It's because there's a lot of delay trying to separate these two streams. But it works. So I guess for now, let's just set this to be right first. And see how much far away we get. Oh wait, what? Wait, we actually hit the best score. This is as good as it gets. Wow. Oh, this really is as good as it gets. Wait, I cannot believe that. Huh. Also, yeah, okay, now I'm looking at this. It's like, I guess 0 and 5 light up interestingly. Turns out, yeah, okay, 0 is when this thing gets activated, and then 5 is when a signal is outputted. So yeah, these things just basically light up when their input or output source, you know, receives a signal. Just clicking to stop simulation. Yeah, this is as good as it gets. I cannot believe it. I really thought this would be like hella inefficient, but it turns out it's the best we can do. Huh. Okay. Also, I don't know why I set some of these to slave sort 1 and 2, but it's fine. Alright. Well, that was ABI-DOS. This was a pretty short section of recording because I didn't really have to do much to improve my score. In the future ones, we're probably not going to have to. We're not going to like hit the best scores. Oh right, wrong save. Yeah. So. Next episode we'll continue with the next few ones. Yeah. Yeah. So that was ABI-DOS, a new game. Really enjoyed it so far. I think a friend introduced this to me, which is how I got to know of this game. And he had a lot of fun with it. So yes, I am also having a lot of fun with it. It's a lot like Opus Magnum, which I've yet to complete a playthrough of on this episode. I might do that eventually at some point in time. So we'll see how. Yeah. Until then though, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Bye bye.